Hello and welcome to another episode of Amputee Outdoors. I'm your host Glenn, and today I'm going to show you some sensible tarp extensions for your Rainfly that will give you more room for your gear, more room for friends, create a heat shield, and other benefits.
Let's start with a double tarp. This gives you a lot of room for cooking, sitting around with friends, storage of your extra gear, and it's very easy to set up. Overlapping is important with this setup, so you want to make sure you do that properly. Attaching to the ridgeline is done with simple prusik knots at each end. Very straightforward, and of course twigs are always around that you can use for a kind of a marlin spike to hold them in place. Depending upon how far apart the trees are and the size of your rainflies, you can end up with 20 to 24 feet of room to work with. Next up, we have the lean-to end cap. This will give you extra room to work with to store your gear, and if there's wind coming from one direction or the other, it'll help block it at the ends. You can use paracord, whatever line you've got, or even bungee cords to attach to the poles at each corner. The side lean-to is another great way to give yourself some extra room and block wind, but there is a catch to using this particular setup. Whether you're using cord or bungee cords, as I have done in this particular instance, there's one issue that's going to be a problem. I have the usual guy line set up. I also have an extra one that's running in line with the tarp. This compensates for the inward pull from the tarp that's set up between the two poles. Those are some standard setups. Now let's look at some wintertime setups. This is a heat shield end cap using an emergency blanket. Using a small twig stove, you can use this setup to be able to reflect the heat on that mylar surface back to you, helping to keep you warm. This can also be set up even if you don't have poles. With this setup, the edge of the rain tarp is pulled up, forming a gutter, which forces all the water to run off the far corners. A heat shield extension can also be set up on the side of your tarp. In this case, I've set up it as a wide configuration. A longer, narrow version can also be done if you have enough loops in the correct places. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this useful. If you have any questions or comments or suggestions, please feel free to put them into the comments section down below. And as always, my friends, don't forget to like and subscribe for more from Amputee Outdoors. See you out there!